Tonight, we're gonna have a good time, a weekend and a party, a funky time celebration. Freak out to the boogie of the grooving. Gotta get your moves on, let yourself go crazy. Look out, there's a beast in your soul, you're out of control. It's an animal inside you. A little bit of dancing, a little romance, and now your time has come to party. It's the Jiggle Wiggle party. It's the Jiggle Wiggle Wiggle. It's the Jiggle Wiggle Friday party. Party now. It's the Jiggle Wiggle party. Oh, it's the Jiggle Wiggle Wiggle. It's the Jiggle Wiggle Saturday night. You feel another happy hour coming on now. You're emancipated. Reach out to the rhythm of the music, pounding in your brain now. Got your soul insane, and you feel the heat coming on. You feel that someone, attraction's burning deep down in the middle of your soul. That's when you know your time has come to party. It's a Jiggle Wiggle party. It's a Jiggle Wiggle Wiggle. It's a Jiggle Wiggle Friday party. Party now. It's a Jiggle Wiggle party. Oh, it's a Jiggle Wiggle Wiggle. It's a Jiggle Wiggle Saturday night. Party now. It's a Jiggle Wiggle party. Oh, it's a Jiggle Wiggle Wiggle. It's a Jiggle Wiggle Saturday night. Party now. It's a Jiggle Wiggle party. Oh, it's a Jiggle Wiggle Wiggle. It's a Jiggle Wiggle Saturday night. You feel the heat coming on. Feel that someone, attraction's burning deep down in the middle of your soul. That's when you know your time has come to party. It's a Jiggle Wiggle party. It's a Jiggle Wiggle Wiggle. It's a Jiggle Wiggle Friday party. Party now. It's a Jiggle Wiggle party. Oh, it's a Jiggle Wiggle Wiggle. It's a Jiggle Wiggle Saturday night. Party now. It's a Jiggle Wiggle party. Oh, it's a Jiggle Wiggle Wiggle. It's a Jiggle Wiggle Friday party. Party now. It's a Jiggle Wiggle party. Oh, it's a Jiggle Wiggle Wiggle. It's a Jiggle Wiggle Saturday night. Party now. It's a Jiggle Wiggle party. It's a Jiggle Wiggle Wiggle. It's a Jiggle Wiggle Friday party. Party now. It's a Jiggle Wiggle party. Oh, it's a Jiggle Wiggle Wiggle.
All right, who's out there jiggy wiggy wiggling?
Saturday night. Party now. It's a Jiggle Wiggle party.
It's Thursday morning,
Jiggle Wiggle Wiggle.
the New York session. I'm getting set up here. Bear with me for a few minutes. Not a few minutes, a minute. Hope you slept well
Come on.
and you're ready to trade like a professional, like a disciplined trader.
Turn your radio up if you want to get down. Life can be too serious, I'm saying. Let your hair fall down, get your mojo up. Ready to hit that dance floor and stop playing. You got feelings deep inside that you wanna let loose, yeah. Don't hold back 1 minute more. There's a world for you out there. Go! Whole world's rocking to the dance floor. Whole darn world's flocking to the dance floor. Everybody's looking for loving, yeah, yeah. Whole world's rocking to the dance floor. Whole darn world's
All right, here we go. Let's get some lights, camera, and action. Okay, good morning. Let's see where we are. Looks like gold took a trip up to about 34.01 overnight in that London session. It has since come back down. I wouldn't say gold has been on fire. It's not going up like a rocket, but it does look like we're getting some whiffs of Fed dovish breath, and it looks like we're probably going to see a rate cut in September. The market has that priced in by about 90%, and that is really pushing gold prices up. In the meantime, we don't have a lot of calming news in the market. Last night, Kyiv was bombed by Russia with over 600 missiles and drones, setting the world on fire. It's not calming things down, so that's going to buoy some gold prices as well. We've also got some technical reasons that gold is as high as it is. It is sitting right on top of this MR1 and WR1, even though it did come down in the Asia session here right after we ended our session last night. It continued its slide and then eventually came back up and stabilized again until coming up again, as I said, in the London session, up to that level right up there. Let me get these indicators off the chart so you can see this a little bit more. As I said, we have the WR1 and the MR1 pivots here right above us. I think that's the DM3. Let me confirm that over here. Indeed, where are we? Yep, there it is, the DM3. Yep. And then right above the DM3, we have the previous day value area high and the previous Sunday open. So we've got some things holding us up and some things holding us down. But gold will go one way or the other in this session. It's not going to stay where it is right now, even though it might come back and revisit it, just like it has. But it's going to move. It's going to move a little bit this session at least. All right. Let's go over here and check out the dollar. The dollar is pretty flat during half of the London session and then began coming down. It's down to 97.951. That's going to buoy the gold price a bit. It's been pretty flat over the last 30 minutes or whatever, but coming up a little bit here in the last 15 minutes. The 10-year government bond yield coming up through the London session. We're sitting right now at 4.234, and 4.234 has been pretty flat. Hasn't been able to push above that, for the last hour or so. All right, so that is that. The VIX, we are at 14.48. Given the overnight stuff that's going on with Kyiv, where Donald Trump said he was waiting on Vladimir Putin's response to, the latest peace talk proposal. He got that answer with the bombing of Kyiv last night. So I expect that will come up once equities open, but for right now we're at 14.49 and aren't expecting too much volatility in the market. So here we are. Let's look at the MT4 charts. Here we have on the upper left, we have a 15-minute MT4 chart. We see we have a big red resistance zone right above us. That is a big, thick, stacked order block where, until price gets up to about 34.09, 34.10, there's not going to be much to trade there unless it starts slicing through that like butter. But otherwise, that's going to be pretty trepidatious trading. Same thing showing here on the 5-minute chart. We've got this big block here, ends at the same spot, so that's actually the same block. Here on the 1 minute, it doesn't quite show that. It shows that we've got it's not there, but that doesn't mean it's not there, if you know what I mean. It's there on the 15-minute and on the 5-minute chart, and that's what's going to rule. The higher the time frame, the more solid those zones are. So we've got the Renko over here on the right side of the chart. That is going to help us time our entries and exits. That moves based on price rather than based on time. And then over on the other side of our MT4, we have our 15-minute regular Japanese candlestick block, look at this big red block up here, and that's what's coming out of my mouth. We've got the 15-minute regular Japanese candlestick chart right here. Next to that, we have the 1 hour, where we're also seeing that big red block that we're pushing up into now. We have the 4 hour next to that, where we also see that big red block. And down here, we have the daily chart, where we see even bigger big red blocks that go up all the way through the 400s. In fact, this one goes all the way up to almost 3,500. Hopefully that's not going to be that way the entire way up. That would be an awful lot of chop. But you know, it is looking like we might see an all-time high in September if things keep going the way they're going. All right, let's calm the music down just a little bit here. And kind of start settling into our groove now that we've got a little bit of the analysis out of the way. Let's also start getting Zoom open so we can get our Zoom room folks in here. And let's get these camera angles changed. So let's this is all we're still in beta here, as you can tell. Oh, camera, webcam, there it is. All right, we're gonna go this guy. Boom. All right, we're gonna turn out this light and dim the overheads a little bit while we settle into our groove and start figuring out how we're gonna earn some money today. All right. It is about time to get the New York session started. I think we need to turn the music down just a touch. Let me know in the chat here on YouTube if that's too low, too high. It's hard for me to gauge the mix properly here because I'm hearing the mix in directly on my computer, and I can control that with a couple different volume cues. So I'm not exactly sure how that's coming across on YouTube right now. All right, we start the virtual camera and we bring up Zoom. Then we share the audio through Zoom. And bang. Oh, look at this. We have a 725 spike. Wow. And that did spike pretty decently into that red resistance zone that we were just talking about here. Look at that, right up into there. Okay, so maybe we have a little more upward ambition than I thought. Let's get the broker opened up so we can place a trade if we decide that's what we want to be doing. All right. I need to move this guy so I can see my card over there. Okay, that's good. Well, it doesn't really matter if I'm tempted to get into this trade or not. My broker isn't open. I mean, they're open. I'm not logged in. There we go. Getting our lights on here. Got my coffee. Do you have yours? That was an impressive little push there. Pushed right out of the zone. We are at 3403 suddenly. Hope some of you out there were in a buy or got into a buy. If it were me, I'd be getting out and taking what it gives me. Let's see now, what do we want to do? Again, it still doesn't matter what we want to do because I can't seem to get logged into the broker. I'm going to pull up my notepad here on my iPad. I like to take notes and do my journaling in by hand. By hand because, well, one, I just find it kind of soothing to, jot something down rather than type it. I do plenty of other things on my computer while I'm trading. And this is just kind of like, I took that trade, let me write that down. I do my journaling. One of the early signs that I might be, getting into an anxious state or into some sort of, mood or anxiety where I shouldn't be trading. One of my earliest tells is that my handwriting gets sloppier than usual. Even though I might be feeling it in my body, I might be distracted, with the actual trade that I'm in or with something I'm doing with the broadcast or talking to you. But I can tell with my handwriting that, I'm getting the jitters. Maybe I should stop trading. Maybe my judgment isn't where it should be. We got to be on. This is like a sport. We got to come out here and play like it's the US Open. And we are Yannick Sinner or Carlos Alcaraz. Anybody watching the US Open? Saw the attempted comeback of Venus Williams the other day, 45 years old. Played 3 strong sets. Okay, this continues to have some upward strength. I don't know if I really want to get in it. It looks like we're getting some delta bearish volume right here. That blue candle here on the way down. So I'm thinking that this is exhausting. Again, more bearish delta. So I'm staying out of that. And what do we have down here? Okay, now we got some more bullish. As I said, moving up into this zone is tough. It's hard for me to justify taking a trade in such a red block, but what we must have something that's driving this. I didn't happen to see if we had a post from President Trump on Truth Social that drove that. You know what I'm saying? It is 7:30. 7:30, almost 7:32 actually. Well, we are bullish, at least for right now, and that kind of leaves me with a dilemma here. Do I trade up into this, which we can look at also over here on these Hakanashi charts? trade up into this, because it looks like it's going through. It just looks like it wants to be bullish, so let's see. Why can't I close the trade? Something was very unsettling about that. I don't know what I got on that trade. Because it wouldn't close. I'm not sure if that's a bandwidth problem and it just wasn't showing up for me or what, but now I need to check what actually happened there. I should have taken at least 30, if not 50. But it didn't show up as registering on my board that we closed the trade. Look at that. Closed at break even and charged me for the fees. That's not cool. That is not cool. You guys saw that. Don't know what happened there. All right, well, I'm going to count that, even though we all know that I won that trade. But what actually happened is a break even. But I did not deserve that. I deserved that win. But sometimes technology glitches against you. All right, we gotta try not to let that bother us. Can't let that bother us. It is 7:35. Handwriting is still okay. having that 30 to 50 bucks would have been better. Across all of my accounts, that's not a small amount. Now the question here is do I try to take another trade up? And I think not, because we're kind of out of that momentum moment. We're kind of out of that initial push, and we have the WM4 sitting right above us right here. Let me pull this up. This is the 1 minute chart. So we're sitting right here, which on the DR1. That's this purple pivot right there. And just above us here we have the WM4. And if we look at this on the 5 minute chart, we have a bear volume that's sitting right here as well. So we're just pushing into that. In fact, I was taking that trade up through that. We had the momentum, and as you can tell, I'm still bitter about that. Still bitter about that. She gotta shake it off. All right, so we are trying to get our morning and evening streams out of beta. And in theory, starting Tuesday of next week, we're trying to be serious about this. And so if you're enjoying the stream, please drop a like, subscribe to the channel. That helps boost us within YouTube's algorithm. That's what they call doing the YouTube business, right? I think they even give you a boost just for saying that on stream. Just for saying, hey, drop a like, subscribe to the channel. Usually, I'm joined here by my trading mentor and business partner, Tono Miakoda. Some days he has some other things going on, and we try to make do. So I set some alerts for myself so that I am on the ball as every 30-minute candle ticks over. So right now it is 7:42 a.m. So I'm setting an alert for myself here to be on the ball at 7:59 so that 8 o'clock candle rolls around and I'm paying attention. At 8:19 so that when COMEX opens at 8:20, I'm paying attention. 8:29, 8:59, 9:29, 9:59. Hey, there he is, Tono.
Right.
Let me pull up all our stuff here. Hang on. Hey everyone, Tono's here.
Yep. So we got a little run up a little bit, huh?
Yeah. Oops, where are you? Zoom. Oh, there you are. Okay, yeah, we've had a little run up here. It's I don't know. I don't know exactly what happened here at 7:25. I haven't seen anything come across the news, but that doesn't mean. UK Foreign Office to summon Russian ambassador over strikes on Kyiv.
Hmm.
That must have been what it was. How'd you sleep?
It was another bad day, man.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I said I'm gonna fight it and get up and get on this thing at least for the news. You know,
Yeah.
something's going on.
Well, don't feel over obligated. Your health is the most important thing. You don't have to show up if you're not feeling well.
No, when I'm sitting, but the only thing I do is sit. It's not like I can go back to bed and go back to sleep. I just feel horrible, and I just sit looking at the ceiling. So
Yeah.
I at least try to make some money. You know.
Yeah.
It's
All
great.
right. Well. Everyone's glad you came.
Yeah, let's see. Ending the summer, I want to be around.
Yeah, we've got this session, we've got tonight's session, and tomorrow morning's session, and that is the end of August. Then we have the long weekend, Labor Day, and then next week, hopefully we're back to normal trading, and we can end this torture, this misery of markets that are either boring or exciting in the wrong ways.
Yep.
I took a trade earlier, as that run up was happening, and I clicked out with $50 profit, and Tradeovate wouldn't close my trades.
Really?
Yeah, and so I kept clicking the button, and it got me out at break even, but wouldn't give me my trade.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's Tradeovate, huh?
I assume it was.
You think it's the bandwidth?
It could have been a bandwidth issue, yeah.
That's done. I think we need about 34.16 to get out of the 34.5 trade.
Okay.
And a little bit more to get out of your 34.17. But the news is at 8:30, right?
News is at 8:30. It's unemployment, and we have something else. GDP, I think.
Yeah.
Prelim GDP. Yeah. And then tomorrow we have GDP month core PCE.
Okay.
And then we have at 10 o'clock we have consumer sentiment. got nice strength differential between gold, which is at positive 6.4 over here on the FX Blue relative currency strength chart, and dollar, which is at negative 1.5. And they are diverging, so it seems like we are getting more upward momentum again.
I'll put alert on this one thing.
And I'm looking at here on MT4. I'm looking at the daily pivot, the monthly pivot, the weekly pivot, and we've got big resistance zones on all those charts. And so it makes it feel unsafe to trade up at all.
When you were, did you see the run up?
Yeah. Yep.
Did it break any resistance on the daily pivot?
No. It just shot up into this red block that's still there.
Okay.
We have the WM4, and then just about two pips above the WM4, we have the DM4.
Yeah. What date is your 3405 trade?
August 8th.
All right, so you're about 132 swap, right?
Exactly 132, yep.
All right, so we need to go to 9 pips.
So I need to get to about 3411.
Yeah, I would say 3412 just to be
3412.
safe, somewhere in that area. Somewhere, I mean, the market does what it's supposed to do, man. That's the DM2, the DM4. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it goes just a little bit above it, we should be able to get out, and it should reverse back down.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it continues up, we'll keep it and wait till we can get out of the 3417.
Yeah.
You know, that one is what's your swap on the 3417?
It is 250.8.
50.
Probably have to take it up to the DR3, which is at 3430.
You got to go to 3433-ish.
Yeah. You know, if we get close before we turn around, it's probably worth taking a little loss.
Yeah, it would be worth taking a loss. Even though I still think we're going to have an all-time high. I just don't think it's going to happen before it goes up a little bit more and drops a little bit more.
Right, yeah.
think it might push through this resistance on the 5-minute Hakanashi in the 15-minute.
Yeah, it looks like it wants to. The problem is that these are stacked orders, so you know, at any point in there, it could find a number
Flip
of
back.
orders. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe here at the 8 o'clock candle, it will.
Show us what it wants to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The futures market is now pricing in 225 basis point Federal Reserve rate cuts by December, leaving gold well supported.
That's today?
Yeah. Fed Chair Jerome Powell is signaling risks to the labor market are increasing amid elevated inflation and suggesting that the Fed may need to adjust its restrictive stance, which weighs on U.S. Treasury yields and benefits the precious metal. Upcoming U.S. GDP growth and personal consumption expenditures data will be key in determining the Fed's policy path. Softer inflation and weaker growth figures could further support gold.
Did that come out this morning?
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what pushed it up?
What time did this came out much earlier today.
Okay.
So look how long ago, let's see how long ago that was. Oh no, excuse me. That came out 3 days ago. What the heck?
Oh.
Why is it showing me news from 3 days ago? There hasn't been more gold news in the last 3 days?
That doesn't sound right.
No.
I'm starting to think that my problem is more the high hernal hernia than my heart, because I didn't have this problem until that came on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And because I'm eating tiny portions of food, it's not, the hernia hasn't come back out.
Right. And the heart issue hasn't reappeared either, huh?
No, not really.
All right, 1 minute for the 8 o'clock.
I think it's faking people out. It's going down. Look at the green go.
Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 8.
That's what we call a dud.
Mhm. Right.
Lit the fuse and no kaboom.
No direction established. Probably at this point, a direction won't be established until. I mean, I guess we kind of established a direction as bullish leading into this session, but now there's probably not going to be much going on until that news in 29 minutes.
Yeah. Thing is, we look at the 1 minute chart, it shows like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The last 20 minutes maybe
Yeah.
has been consolidated again.
Yeah.
After that little run up.
Yep. Right there. I'm still bitter about that break even. I didn't deserve that. I deserved the win. Of course, the other day, the opposite happened to me. It wouldn't let me out of a trade. And while I
gave you more money.
While I was sorting it out, it gave me more money. Yeah.
Yeah.
Neither of those things should happen, though. But I guess it's unrealistic to think that technology won't fail you from time to time.
Yeah. You always have your backup, have your phone ready.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, my trade copier has a flatten all button. So, like, if I'm in the middle of a trade and I get logged out of Tradovate, which has also happened from time to time, I can just
flatten them there.
Yeah, I can just flip over to the trade copier and flatten them there.
Oh, that's good. But it has your Tradovate accounts?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, right. Yeah. So what am I asking?
Oh, I had to get down here on the floor because I dropped my fidget spinner.
Oh. I need to get some stuff like that.
I got a fidget spinner, I got a slinky, I got a Rubik's Cube, and I have drumsticks.
Drumsticks?
Drumsticks, yeah.
we wait patiently.
Yep, like we're fishing.
Yeah.
Oh, I hated fishing as a kid because I could not sit and wait patiently.
No, huh?
No. My dad would take me fishing and it would feel like he was just taking me out to be bored.
I went out fishing a few years ago with my neighbor. Every morning, he would get up at like 4 o'clock in the morning,
Wow.
and I could hear us, and I'd be like half awake, half asleep. I hear his truck. And finally, I said to him, what do you do every morning that you get up?" Because he sells cars. I said, "What do you do every morning you get up?" "I go fishing." I was like, "What?" I
Wow.
said, "You get up every morning at like 4 to go fishing, then you come home about 7, then you get ready to go to work." He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "You must love fishing." So you got to come out with me. I said, "All right." One day I went out. I was like, "Oh my God, this is the worst." It was cold. It's summer, but it's cold in the morning. I'm like,
Uh-huh.
what the hell? Damp. You get like the dew on you, making you wet and soggy. I'm like, oh hell no, not for some new, not for fish. No way, man.
Right.
You know.
Okay, now we're getting some movement.
Yeah. People love fishing. All right, it's at the top of the day, of the day's range.
Yeah.
Did it just make that? Let me see. No, still when I set it down. Right above the DR1
Mm-hmm.
and below the WM4.
Yep. Thinking it breaks through this resistance on the one.
I don't know. Now I'm looking, it doesn't look like it really has anywhere to go.
Yeah.
The WM4 is at 34.09 on mine, and then you got the DM4 at 34.10,
Yeah.
and those are both turnarounds where
Right.
buyers take profit and the market normally will turn around. So it's not really giving us anything
Yeah. That's what I was afraid of.
unless there's some momentum behind it that's going to push through those,
Yeah. Yeah. I'm with you.
which could happen probably for the news, but I'm a little
No,
disappointed.
I was telling myself that same story, but I don't know. And this is a one of my weaknesses is I feel like, oh, I lost out on that trade earlier. I want to get something, but yeah, this is not the right place in the market to try to get something because that's just going to end in tears. Or if it does end
Yeah,
in tears, I won't have anyone to blame but myself.
not only that, it's always more opportunities later on or the next day.
Yeah.
We don't always have to take what we think might be a iffy trade.
Yeah.
You know, I'd rather leave the day with no profit than leave the day with negative profit.
Right. Yeah.
You know, even though it is trying. All right, so broke through the 1 minute resistance. It's trying to get through the 5 and 15, but then, like I said, we're running into WM4 and the DM4.
Yeah.
little pissed because the sell got triggered on the 25th at 33.60, and I was out of my sell then. So I could have been like almost clean.
Yeah. I don't know how you got out of your bottom sells because you were in lower than I was, and that was right before that big spike last Friday.
I got out when it dropped, and then it spiked. Remember?
Oh, I didn't.
We
know
were
you-
actually, yeah. And I was able to move my sell up,
Yeah.
which I didn't. Then it spiked, and I thought it was going up. And it came back down and hit the 33.60, which really pissed me off.
Yeah.
I think it hit 33.60 and went right back up. Like, just let me just get them.
Yeah.
See what my sells were. Your mind was at 34, 36.
Look at that. We hit the WM4 and came down.
Yeah. Pivots, the magical pivots.
Yeah.
Just not all the time, but 90% of the time, if you respect them, you won't get caught in a bad trade. You really don't want to take a sell here either, because that spike.
Might take that up.
Going right back to the
Oh man, I was thinking I might take that up,
34.9.
and then it just shot up. Trade left without me.
Yeah. It's just repeating the WM4 move.
Yeah.
Let's see if it breaks it this time.
No.
morning, guys.
Hey, Rock.
Rock the rock.
Rock's here, everyone.
Thank you. Oh, yeah.
I'll be right back, guys.
All right.
All right, we've got 30 seconds for the COMEX Open. Two, one, there it is. Nothing's going to happen until this news. And maybe not even then.
Yeah.
Who's got big plans for the weekend?
Not
Okay, all right.
me. What are you doing?
We're going to see some friends on Long Island on Saturday. And then on Sunday, my wife is going to go upstate for some tennis lessons. And if I don't go with her, then I'm just going to be sitting here working on some of the stuff to prepare for next week.
Okay.
We're drawing the line at H20s. We believe that NVIDIA is also developing and working on another compliance SKU that doesn't use high bandwidth memory. So I think in the near term, I don't think we're going to allow higher performance GPUs to China.
John, appreciate your time. Thanks for breaking it down. Jump in there of KeyBank. The latest on NVIDIA, that stock is negative by about 1% so far this morning. Mandeep, I just want to finish with you on China and this revenue share with the White House. I guess what you say when the cameras are rolling in the White House is different to what you say on an earnings call, because I didn't get a clear read on what's happening with that revenue whatsoever yesterday. Did you?
No, I did not. And look, they're saying the administration will have to give a clear directive in terms of what they're allowed to sell and also the revenue sharing, the 15%. So from that perspective, look, the guide is obviously ex-China, and they are doing very well when it comes to managing expectations. But there is no doubt when you look at the large language model companies, if your customers are able to train your models on someone else's chip, why would they come back to NVIDIA? And the delay that's going on, 2-3 quarter delay, those companies are not stopping their training process or their inferencing process. They have to find compute. And so I'm curious to know, how are the Chinese large language model companies right now managing their compute? What sort of chips are they leaning in on? And to my mind, the more the delay, it'll be harder for NVIDIA to capture that share.
We've introduced a lot of political risk into this name this year alone.
Yeah, and this is really the reason why you heard Jensen Huang say we just have to keep advocating that the sensibility of and the importance of American tech companies to be able to lead and win the race. They're making a very political argument. What did we hear from Dan Ives? 10% politician and 90% CEO seems to be what we are witnessing here too.
Feels that way big time. Maybe the other way around.
Yeah, that's what I would guess. The other way around.
Like 90% politician at the moment.
I know.
Up next on the programme, we've got some economic data for you. Citi saying this: payroll growth averaging just 35k a month will keep Fed officials focused on downside risk to employment. Continuing jobless claims in focus. Neela Richardson of ADP on the other side.
Okay, we have this news coming up in a few minutes. I'm reminding myself that I can't trade in the immediate volatility following the news. The way I trade futures doesn't work for that. If I'm trading spot, obviously that's a different story. But I have to keep in mind that I have this tight stop and that the volatility will whipsaw me out faster than I'm able to take profit usually. So I need to wait for things to settle after the news. Hopefully the market picks a direction after that and gives me some optimal conditions for trading. How about you, Rock? How you doing? What's your trading outlook?
Rock sleep.
I think Rock said an Irish goodbye.
My trading outlook. If my dog lets me talk for a second, my trading outlook is going to be guided by my dog.
All right.
And he's thinking it's going to go further up.
Okay. All right. What's your dog's name? All right, we have less than a minute for this news to come out. Bloomberg is a little bit behind on, you know, they're a little bit of a lag there. So we're going to see the news ourselves before Bloomberg comments on it. But I thought it's good to have Bloomberg up just for the commentary.
It's the world's second largest economy with a growing influence in global affairs. Bloomberg The China Show brings you the unmatched.
Okay. 15 seconds.
Expertise you need to keep track of breaking news, in-depth market analysis, and the most influential Bloomberg The China Show. Weekdays around the world.
2,
right
1,
here on Bloomberg.
news.
Context changes everything.
Going down.
Wow, the drop. See, that's something.
But I don't know, I don't see the news yet. So
About 60 minutes away. The data is about 25 seconds away. So let's focus on the data and start with the scores. Equity futures on the S&P 500 negative by not even a tenth of 1%, down about a tenth on the Nasdaq 100, positive on the Russell, up a third of 1% on the small caps. Getting very excited about rate
good
cuts
for
in our
dollar.
future.
Prelim
That's gonna
GDP
depend
is
on the
good for
economic
dollar.
data. Ahead of the data, bond yields are a little bit lower at the long end, down by 2 basis
All right,
points.
unemployment
4.90 on
as
30s,
expected.
And yields are higher at the front end by 2 basis points to about 363. Let's get you that economic data. Let's cross over to Mike McCready. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, John. We're waiting for the jobless claims numbers to drop, so I'll tell you that GDP in the first revision rises to 3.3% from the prior forecast of prior number of 3%. Now here are claims: 229, significantly lower than last week's 234, and below the 230 that was forecast. Oh, that's pretty close. 1,954,000 continuing claims, up from or down a little bit actually from 1,961. The previous number was 1,972. So a little bit of a pullback there in the number of people who hadn't gotten jobs. So jobless claims, labor market looks status quo at the present time. Going back to GDP at this point, what we're looking at is a 1.6% increase in personal consumption, consumer spending. That's up from 1.4% in the initial report. The price index is on a quarterly basis unchanged, 2.5% on a core basis and 2% on a year-over-year basis. I'll look deep.
You took it buy or sell?
Deeper
I
into
took
these
a
numbers.
sell.
Well, you tell us if anybody is paying attention on Wall Street.
Mike, thank you, sir. No shocker here, no drama. So claims look rock solid, and in the bond market, yields are a little bit higher at the front end of the curve, and in the FX market, the dollar's just a little bit stronger. To discuss the numbers, and then we'll come back to Mike McKee and get some details in just a moment. We'd like to bring in Nita Richardson, the chief economist over at ADP. Nita, good morning.
Damn it.
Good morning.
If you took some time off, not that you ever do, but if you did, and you didn't know
Yeah,
any
when you
economic
took your
data,
sell,
and
the
just showed
wrinkle
you
had
jobless
already
claims,
started to
would you
turn
have a
up.
decent read on the
So you
labor
probably
market
didn't
right
watch
now?
it, right?
Yes,
I thought I
would
was
think it was
watching
pretty
it, but I guess I
strong.
wasn't.
But if I unpacked it a
Yeah,
little
it
bit,
had
and I haven't taken
put a
lot
wick,
of time
not a
off,
wick, but a
actually.
loop up,
I've been unpacking it
right?
quite a bit.
When you put the
I
sell.
actually identify 4 crosswalks between macro, big in the making, and also the very granular real-time data that we're seeing. And the first one is the consumer. That consumer spending, which we're seeing picked up in the GDP numbers, has been a resilient driver of the labor market as well. So where you see strength in the consumer, you're seeing strength in the jobs market, namely leisure and hospitality, and there's some trade and transportation that has been strong. But then you see this other macro theme of uncertainty, and I think that's depressing some job gains in professional services. So there's a lot going on between the big picture macro trends and the smaller, granular, real-time hiring that businesses are doing right now.
How much is there stealth firing or sort of attrition plans that are in place that don't make it some of the overall numbers as necessarily job losses in the traditional way?
You know, this is super, and I'm glad you asked me this question because it's a super complex question. Because what we're seeing on the part of the employer may not be demand driven.
I think my dog was
First
wrong.
of all, we had this great big
Yeah, I think so.
great resignation
But,
in 2022.
Not wrong
and
enough for
young
me.
people are supposed to turn over. They're supposed to leave these jobs, they're staying put. And so there's a little bit less hiring because people are staying put. And then you have the effect of AI. There's been new research from Stanford that was out using ADP data. A paper was released yesterday saying that
in AI exposed fields like software developers or customer service reps, you are seeing an impact in early career. So you can't look at the macro, you have to dig beneath the surface to see all of the things that are different about this labor market, making it very challenging to predict its next moves.
But do you get a sense of whether it is weakening in a way that would justify some sort of Fed move or that would require some sort of policy adjustment? Or is it just transforming? Is it just a structural shift that has nothing to do with policy, frankly? It has to do everything with technology.
Yes and yes. And that's what makes it so hard. Yes, it is weakening. We are seeing a slowdown in hiring momentum. It's a slowdown from the beginning of the year. It's a slowdown from last year. Some of that is what Chair Powell said in his speech, that we're seeing lower supply, lower demand, but still some equilibrium that gives us a pretty good unemployment rate. But yes, it is structural. We're seeing aging demographics really cut into labor and these nascent technologies affecting early career in real time. So yes and yes, it's both, and that's why you can't predict it. You're going to see companies be hesitant and slow down their hiring because of macro trends that have nothing to do with their customer base. And then they're going to come back in the market and hire when they need to. And so we won't know if a 1 month slowdown is indicative of a really weakening labor market or just some hesitancy. So we have to look at a couple more months to get that trend right.
The Ocean First financial CEO was just on. He was saying with his commercial clients, they're not hiring as much because of AI. You were at Jackson Hole. The theme was labor and transition, yet you said no one presented a paper on artificial intelligence. Is the Fed too late to really understanding what's going on?
You know, it's so new, and it's a great question. These themes, these papers in general, I mean, economists have a lot of good attributes. Being on track all the time in the micro data is not always one of them. So some of them, I know, it's a big reveal. So these papers are really important. They had big themes like fertility and population growth and mobility.
But what's happening right in front of them right now?
But AI is harder because you have to have granular data, and that's why this paper that I mentioned from Stanford, looking at ADP's millions of job titles, you actually see the effect AI is having. So for employers, there are some big investments in AI. Some of that investment will augment careers. So for later career, more tenured workers, AI is seen to boost productivity, and those investments are being made by companies. But for jobs that are easily automated, you might see a transition of those workers, and you're already seeing that transition happening. I think it's going to be short term. I think labor
I didn't do much of nothing.
No.
Just a little rundown.
Hoping it continues down and gets below this swing low here on the 1 minute.
think I'm gonna go lay down, fellas.
Okay.
I don't see anything else happening.
Yeah.
You gonna be on
Okay.
tonight?
Yeah, I'll be on tonight. Yep.
I'll be back.
All right.
Okay.
Have a good rest.
All right, gentlemen.
All right.
Yeah.
See you, Zona.
Okay. See you, Tono.
Take care, Rock.
Is he not feeling well?
Yeah, I think he's still a little. He said he didn't sleep very well last night.
Do you think the 10 a.m. meeting at the home sales is going to make a difference?
No.
No.
I don't think so. Gotta lean back and cross my arms so that I don't accidentally trigger, and by accidentally I mean on purpose, get into a cell when I know that this isn't the right cell, but I'm feeling that desire.
I would sit on my hands. I mean, at least on the MetaTrader, I'm seeing a lot of support here and there.
Yeah.
So I don't know if a sell would be a wise call right now.
Nope. The thing is, it's probably going to work out. But it's just not the right setup, and it's not enough in my favor to take the trade. But you know, there's enough there that makes me think, I'll just take the risk. But then when it goes against me, I have no one to blame but myself, because it was not an A+ setup.
Yeah, absolutely. Be right back.
Okay.
All right, where are we at?
Can't trade down, can't trade up. Can't trade down because now we're heading right into the M3 and right into previous Sunday open and the value area high right here.
Uh-huh.
And then right below that, the MR1 and the WR1. There's nothing to trade down. We bounce off of this and start coming back up. Maybe there's a trade to take back up into this range, but I don't know. 1 minute for the 9 o'clock. It is requiring the expenditure of mental and emotional capital just to stay out of trades right now. I want to be taking these trades, but their price action is telling me to take them, but everything else is telling me do not take them. I was almost in a trade.
And I'm, yeah. So I'm seeing on even MetaTrader that if you did, it would have stopped you out.
Well, not that. I was about to get into one right there where it would have given me some money. You know, because I would have been out by the time it turned around. But
right.
There have been 3 trades where I've been like, I want to get in, and I don't get in, and then it does, you know, where it would have paid me, but the setup just wasn't right, and you know, I think the probability of it doing what it did was lower than, well, clearly it did it, so the probability was 100%, but you know, prior I couldn't trust it, and then that's when I get burned.
Right.
And so I have to be more selective with my trades, especially this morning where I've taken a loss and a break even. The break even was not my fault. In fact, the break even, I tried to click out at $50 profit, and my broker, my Tradeovate wouldn't close my trade, and so I finally had to close it on my trade copier. But by then I was at break even. And and so that wasn't my fault, but and the loss I'm gonna have to say that that was my fault. If Tono says I didn't look at the Renko before I got in, I'm gonna have to say that was my fault.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we have about parity again with the dollar and gold in terms of relative strength. We have bottomed out here at the confluence of the MR1, no, what is that? The MR1, the WR1, and the DM3, all right here stacked, plus the value area high in the previous Sunday open. So it's pretty likely that without a lot more selling pressure, we're going to bounce here for a little bit. The question is, are we going to bounce enough that it feels okay to take a buy? Not yet. All right, I'm going to take a short little walk here on the terrace just to clear my head and resupply my mental capital. I'll be right back.
Are you there, Mike? Are you there, Mike? Are you there?
Still with me?
Yep.
All right.
I called you.
You called me?
I thought no, I didn't call you on the phone.
Oh.
I didn't realize you were gone. I didn't hear you. Yeah, because there was some movement. I thought you might have taken a trade or something.
No, I went outside to take a little walk, and then I ran into some of the workers outside, and I had to talk with them about some of the work they were doing.
Cool. Seems to be going back up.
Get into a little buy. Why not?
Nice. Like, I don't see the market picking a direction.
No.
Sorry, did it stop you out?
No, it didn't stop me out. I clicked out, and I had 30, and then it just popped down and got me out at -10.
No.
Yeah.
God. That sucks.
Yeah, it's not that much of a difference, but yeah, not good. Not good. Not having.
No, I mean, it's the principle of it.
Yeah, I know. And then it takes off. Then it rockets. Look at that. right, 1 minute for the 9:30 candle.
All right. Got fun plans for the weekend, Mike?
No. I mean, we're going to see some friends on Saturday, so that will be fun on Long Island. And but Sunday, I think I'm just going to take it easy.
Yeah.
And Monday, no real plans yet.
No barbecues?
No barbecues. Nope. How about you?
I think tomorrow we're going out for like a fun dinner.
Nice.
Yeah, so there's a vegan French place. That's pretty good.
Oh, nice. In Chelsea?
They do. No, it's actually in the village.
Oh.
Yeah, just a few blocks away, not that far.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do everything, like all the quintessential French things, just vegan.
Mm.
Yeah, so go for that.
Nice.
And look at this pattern. It's so... These candles should be nice to each other going down because they'll meet each other on the way up. Or whatever.
Yeah.
You know the saying.
Right. Yeah.
Woo! Whoa.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Took 120 on that.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, that fixed my day a little bit. I mean, I'm still down slightly, but that pretty much put me more or less around break even.
Great. I mean, that's it, man. Like,
just didn't want to end the day on such a negative note.
Right. Hopefully next week trading returns to normal somewhat.
Yeah. Yeah. This has been a brutal month. This has been awful.
Right. You see, no, I've been closing at like half pips. I'm not even waiting for a pip. It's just not happening.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, weird. That news didn't do much for anything.
No.
I mean, it's 9:40 and there's no real direction. It's still hovering in that same.
Yeah.
Very odd.
Yesterday, after I called it, then the market took off.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, you know how I said earlier that I got 120 on that?
Yeah.
On that trade? So so it looks like it gave me 80.
Oh my God, slipped you again.
80 on my main account and 70 on my other accounts. Yeah, it is slipping me today, like big time. And that one where
breaks through this.
And that one where I said it slipped me to -10 actually slipped me to -20.
Oh my God.
Yeah. What a day. What a day.
Do you think that's just a weird trick they use?
No. No, I think it's no, I don't think so. I think I had some bandwidth issues on the one where it wouldn't close, and the slip, I could just tell that that was the normal delay. It always delays that much between when I click and when it closes, and it just happened that in that interval it shot down. I could see it happen. Yeah, well, watch out here. If you're taking a buy, you're going to be trading right into the WM4 and then right into the DM4 right above that. So I'm not taking a buy here. Plus, this is exactly where we bounced down last time. This right at this level, price turned around and went down a lot. It went down from 408 to 94. Maybe it'll be different this time, though. Yeah. Now we're at the DM4.
Sorry, Mike. My laptop crashed.
Oh.
It's just.
That's rough.
Yeah, yeah, but we have support and all that. I think. Not sure what the deal is.
Got about a minute and 45 seconds for the 10 o'clock candle.
That's just odd.
One minute.
Mhm.
There's 10 o'clock. Getting in or getting out?
Hmm?
Were you getting in or getting out of a trade there?
That was Mary.
Oh,
Yeah, she was getting in.
into a buy?
Yep. Yep. The resistance is weak. Let's hope you make a pay.
Buying right into the DM4 though.
Yeah. Mary doesn't take these things into account. No, there's like there's a DM4 where it'll probably make it bounce back. I'm gonna say my dog was right.
Huh. Yeah, well, your dog's late. Your dog has to call.
Yeah,
Has
really.
to call.
I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
he's not analyzing the charts properly.
No. Fundamental analysis might be good, but technical analysis bad.
You hear that? You got to earn your keep, buddy. Yeah, there's this huge, whatever this is, this huge resistance.
Yeah, it's the DM4
Yeah.
combined with the WM4, which is right below it.
Yeah, but because Mary's like basically scalpel trading, she was able to close out, you know.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Mike, I made 100 pips since I started in 6 weeks.
Wow.
You hear that? Yeah.
That's really good.
And only one open on the board.
Yeah, and she only has one open on the board.
Wow. You should run our sessions.
I think I'll let the dog take my place.
That's very good.
Yeah.
You two are kind of naturals at this.
No, it's because I'm listening to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that can't be it.
Wow, it's going right into that DM4 or 2 or
Yeah, it's peaking just above it right now.
Yeah.
But it's got these here on my 10-second charts, just making these little tiny candles, really trying to push up through this resistance. If it makes some bigger candles, I might take a trade in honor of your dog. But right now, it's looking a little iffy. Just creeping up too slowly. It's not giving me really an excuse to get in.
Yeah. it's so weird. I was able to close a buy trade that had been open for like 3 weeks. Okay, now it's coming down. Nice. Mhm. Nuts.
Yeah, I'd like to see it go up a little bit more, just a little bit more.
Really? Okay.
I have a hedge that I'd like to get out of it. It's above my hedge, but I have swap fees, so I want to see it get up a little bit further. Get out.
Right. So it's very odd. I was able to close a buy that had been open for 3 weeks.
Oh, nice, nice.
Yeah, yeah, that was weird. And covered the swap fees and everything.
Oh, good.
But like now I'm flying a little dangerous without hedges, and it's a problem.
I know how that got started, but that is not. I know how that rumor got started, but that's not true. Oh, where? Downtown? Or Yep, just ping me. Just ping me. I can be anytime. I'll be right back, Ron.
Okay.
It was banana time. Well, now I'm in the range where I can get out of this. But I don't want to get out of it too soon.
Were you able to get out of that?
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
Nice. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, I mean, I just see it now. I don't see why it'll go down. It's just going into that. All I, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. It's gonna exhaust here at some point, and it's getting close to 11 o'clock. So I think the volume is gonna die down, and I don't know if it will be able to push any higher today. It's already gone up a bit.
Yeah.
It might consolidate around here.
Get it to start going down. Get down. Go down. Strategy now. Sure. Base you. What'd I do? Oh shit!
What
Okay,
happened?
well, nothing. I closed the wrong trade.
Oh.
Screwed myself over a little bit, but that's okay. It's actually fine. That's okay.
All right. I hate it when I hate it when I do that.
No, it was not a trade I should have closed, but it's I'll be okay. It's totally fine.
All right. Shake it off. Shake it off.
Yeah. I'm good. Did you hear Gloria Gaynor is a MAGA fan?
No.
She's a MAGA donor. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I saw that Carrie Underwood says that she regrets her vote for Donald Trump.
Well, that means she's got at least a quarter of a brain going.
I don't know.
Is she? I mean, it's pretty impressive the things that are happening that I can. I see concrete things, like Iowa yesterday. You know.
What happened in Iowa? Oh yeah, the election. Yeah.
Yeah, Democrat won, ended the Republican supermajority.
Yeah.
Nancy Mace was scheduled to make a speech for Moms of Liberty. Cancel it. No one showed up. Like she was expecting over 100 people. I think 8 people showed up.
Oh wow.
So this is concrete things. These are like real things that I see happening that are that indicate.
Well, that would be good. An overwhelming election against MAGA would be wonderful.
But what I'm worried about is the rigging. I think that there's no way that he's not going to try and rig the election.
Or try to not have the election. Yeah.
So not having the election would be actually more dangerous for people because he's going to militarize the whole country.
Yeah.
Yep. closing that trade actually made me feel good.
Yeah.
Even though I shouldn't have closed it. Yeah.
Because it was
I mean, it was like
highly positive, like highly in profit.
no, highly negative. But it was just like, yeah. So, you know, but it made me feel better. It just cleared up the board quite a bit.
Oh, good. Yeah. Sometimes sometimes I'll do that, and I'll close a trade that's highly in profit, but it's a hedge that's too far away, and then even though I made I technically increased my balance, or technically increased my equity or whatever it is, the balance, but the equity was too low or something.
Right. Yeah. That's it. That's exactly. Yeah.
My mother-in-law just arrived. I might have to run here in a minute.
Oh, okay. All right.
Kind of waiting to see if it does anything here at 11 o'clock, but
at 11 o'clock,
I'm kind of expecting that it's just going to
peter out,
consolidate around here. Yeah.
Well, tomorrow there's a meeting, so we'll see what happens there.
Yeah, what do we have tomorrow? We have PCE, personal consumption.
Mm-hmm.
Two minutes for that 11 o'clock candle. Okay, is it gonna try to push up? It's got a little movement here.
Hmm.
Kind of a dud of a 11 o'clock candle. Not much happening there.
Yeah, like nothing, almost nothing at all. Yeah.
All right, I think that'll do it for me.
That sounds good, man. Sounds good.
All right, are you gonna be around tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll be around tomorrow. Yeah.
Friday, last day of the month.
Yeah, yeah.
And we got
Last
the
day of the
news,
month.
so I don't know. We'll see some profit taking tomorrow. Maybe there'll be some movement.
Cool. I'll see you tomorrow, man.
All right, have a good one. See ya.
Sam, you too. Bye.
All right, YouTube. That's gonna do it for me. I will be back at 7:45 tonight. I'm just looking at the chart here one last moment. I've got if this heads down with some ambition. Nah, I'm not gonna do it. All right. So thank you for hanging out. I will see you tomorrow morning. Excuse me, what am I talking about? Not tomorrow morning, tonight, 7:45 p.m. for the Asia session. Looking forward to seeing you then. Have a great rest of your day. I hope you did well today. I ended up about break even, a little bit under, with my 1 win, 2 losses, and 1 break even. 4 trades taken. That's the way it crumbles sometimes. You got variance. You've got variance in your trades. Sometimes it just doesn't work out that way. All right, see ya.